He's very pretty pin you got. He look very beautiful on my girl. I take him. But first I give you gold for him.
Gracias.
Come. Keep him up.
He didn't rob any of us.
Lady, I never robbed the individual.
Commons, when I had to make... He drove with me one night to the House of Commons, when I had to make a very important speech. The footman slammed the carriage door and crushed her finger.
Oh.
Yes, that poor finger. And because she knew how distressed I should be, she never uttered a sound, but bore the agony unflinchingly. And I knew nothing about it until I got home.
Oh, how wonderful. Wait till you're... I'm thinking just as...
Have you sent for my client?
Fancy's gone for him, sir.
I wish he wouldn't take such a long time combing his hair. Give me that Skinner affidavit, will you? Any news, Sam?
Nothing. Prosecution very cocky.
Jiminy, Dad. Another crowd see you pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Don't say hat. You can say anything else. A rabbit, a toad, or...
Good morning.
Good morning, Ace. Good morning. Have you studied that cross-examination of Hardy?
Yes, sir. No perjury.
Why, Dad, I'm not in the way, am I?
No, darling, no.
Oh, gee, I think that's enough for today, don't you, huh?
You've done swell, champ. Any Jonah. You
Say.
vegetables?
Let me tell you something. Them promoters ain't got a chance of turning me down tonight, have they?
No, they'll grab you up.
Here, feel that muscle.
It's getting big, ain't it, Jonah?
Look at those punch muscles in the back, huh? I'm just as good. Call this a capon? Look at that. All sauce and no substance. Like one of Cromwell's speeches. Just as difficult to swallow.
That, I suppose, makes everything quite all right.
Well, this?
Well, I like privacy when I retire. Yes, I'm very delicate in that respect. Prying eyes annoy me. Behold the walls of Jericho. Maybe not as thick as the ones that Joshua blew down with his trumpet, but a lot safer. You see, I have no trumpet.
One drop of this rabies virus on the slightest scratch will kill a man. And I hold enough in my hand to wipe out a whole city.
Ridiculous! To think that this could kill a man.
All I want now is to have you predict the hour of my death.
What do you keep singing for?
Because I like to sing. I
never heard that song before.
Me neither. I just make him up.
You can't write songs.
I don't write them. I just find them in my mouth.
A song can't be any good like that when you just make it up.
Say, that's best kind of songs. When you feel good inside, like Trade Wind, she just come out. Oh, my beautiful lady. Flemington. I saw your brother Joe just a little while ago. We had a long talk about you, Whitey.
Oh, sir. Sorry, sir.
What is this, a scrimmage?
No, sir. I'm looking for assembly.
Oh, are you? So am I. Hang on to my tail. Come on.
You can't marry that guy.
George, I'm going to. Why not?
Well, I don't know. I thought I'd be for it at first, but you just don't seem to match up.
Then the fault's with me.
Well, maybe so, but all the same, now, you can't do it.
No?
No.
Come around about noon tomorrow. I mean today. Snob.
Say, what do you mean, snob?
You're the worst kind.
Push your cheek a little closer at the stock. Make sure that front sight divides the rear sight in half.
I reckon I know about that, Sergeant.
Oh, you reckon you know about that, do you? We'll see. Here. Load. Aim. Fire.
I'm the kid that's all the candy. I'm a Yankee Doodle dandy. I'm glad I am. I'm a real live Yankee Doodle. Made my name and fame and boodle just as Mr. Doodle did by riding on a pony. I love to listen to the Dixie strain. I long to see the girl I left behind me. That ain't a Josh. She's a Yankee, by gosh. Oh, say, can you sing anything about a Yankee, that's all.
There is always a man who loves children and who will fight to make a good world for them.
There's no money missing. The case has been examined. Gun was put back in a different place.
For $10,000, you can go back to wherever you go.
That money will go back with me as it is. And if it does not get back, it is because I will not get back. Men who wish to live.
Boy, do you know Tooraloo?
What's this? That? It's whiskey, isn't it? How'd it get there? I don't know. I suppose it dropped from some cloud or someone was bouncing it against this wall and it got stuck there.
What you don't understand, all of you, is that I've got to know what's around, that I can have it if I need it. I can't be cut off completely.
He wants to be alone with that bottle of his. It's all he gives a hang about.
He's a sick person.
I assure you I'm not a thief! I'm not a thief!
Should have seen her come in here last night looking for you. Her eyes all rainy and the mascara all washed away.
Give me a drink.
That's an awful high-class young lady.
Tell her something. Tell her I'm sick. Tell her I'm dead.
I want to tell you all that the reason for my success as a sergeant is due primarily to my previous training in the Corn Belt Loan and Trust Company. The knowledge I acquired in the good old bank, I applied to my problems in the infantry. For instance, one day in Okinawa, a major comes up to me and he says, "Stevenson, you see that hill?" I said, "Yes, sir, I see it." "All right," he said. "You and your platoon will attack said hill and take it." So I said to the major, "But that operation involves considerable risk."
I don't deserve you, Brita.
Maybe that's why you haven't got me. There isn't much justice on earth, but there is some.
If I bust out crying, it's going to be your fault.
What's the matter?
There's nothing.
Brita, if you don't give me a hand with the Hollywood...
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. Or that the everlasting had not fixed his candle.
My friends, I have a speech here. It's a speech about what this state needs. There's no need in my telling you what this state needs. You are the state and you know what you need.
Too proud to know his partner's business, takes in the fee, no thank you. Shall I use the fire God gave me to burn incense all day long? No, thank you. Struggle to insinuate my name into the columns of the Gazette. Calculate, scheme, be afraid, love more to make a visit than a poem, seek introductions, favors, influences. No, thank you. No, I thank you, and again, I thank you.
Of course we are. What an absurd idea.
What an absurd idea. What an absurd idea. Lady, you got 10 absurd ideas for my one.
Just why don't you want to go on, Mr. Olnut?
The river. That's Shona.
Shona?
You're darn right, Shona. All it would take would be one bullet in the blasting gelatin, and we'd be in little bits and pieces.
Then we'll go by night.
Oh, no, we won't. After Shona, there's the rapids, and nobody that might Ryan would tackle the rapids at night.
Please, Will, if you just tell me what this is all about.
I sent a man up 5 years ago for murder. He was supposed to hang. But up north, they commuted it to life. Now he's free. I don't know how. Anyway, it looks like he's coming back.
I still don't understand.
Well, he was always wild, kind of crazy. He'll probably make trouble.
Sergeant J.J. Sefton. I guess it's about time I told you a few more things about that Sefton guy. If I was anything of a writer, I'd send it into the Reader's Digest for one of those most unforgettable characters you've ever met. He was a big-time operator, always hustling, always scrounging. Take, for instance, the horse races. Every Saturday and Sunday, he'd put on horse races. He was the sole owner and operator of the Stalag 17 Turf Club. He was the presiding steward, the chief handicapper, the starter, the judge, the breeder, and his own book.
You take them heaters away from you and you're nothing, you know that?
You talk yourself in the river.
You take the good goods away and the kickbacks and the shakedown cabbage and the pistol arrows and you're nothing. Your guts is all in your wallet and your trigger finger, you know that?
You ratted on us, Terry.
From where you stand, maybe, but I'm standing over here now. I was ratting on myself all them years, I didn't even know it.
So, what are you gonna do tonight, Marty?
I don't know, Ma. I'm all knocked out. I may just hang around the house.
Why don't you go to the Stardust Ballroom?
What?
I say, why don't you go to the Stardust Ballroom? It's loaded with tomatoes.
It's loaded with what?
Tomatoes?
1, 2, 3, and oh, perchance, when the last little star has left the sky,
shall we still be together with our arms around each other? And shall you be my new romance? On the clear understanding that this kind of thing can happen.
Shall we dance?
Shall we dance? Shall we dance?
Now, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
And you wonder, you ask yourself, what the sum total of your life represents. What difference your being there at any time made to anything. Or if it made any difference at all, really. Particularly in comparison with other men's careers.
Now, what can I do for you, Major?
It's just, if you don't mind, to get my bill ready.
I want to make it perfectly plain, Major. There's no question whatever of my asking you to leave this hotel. If you wish to stay, you're at perfect liberty to do so.
Well, that's very good of you, but, of course, I have to go.
Very well.
I'll send you a forwarding address when I get something fixed. I hate to bring this up, but would you mind very much if I hid here in your office when I bring my bags down? I don't awfully want to...
Of course.
Wait! No water for him.
Had a mighty hard time, but I'm on my way. Had a mighty hard time, but I'm on my way. It's a mighty hard climb, but I'm on my way. On my way, glory, hallelujah, I'm on my way.
Your Honor?
It is my duty to defend Ernst Janning, and yet Ernst Janning has said he's guilty. There's no doubt he feels his guilt. He made a great error in going along with the Nazi movement, hoping it would be good for his country. But if he is to be found guilty,
She did something that in our society is unspeakable. She kissed a black man, not an old uncle, but a strong, young Negro man. No code mattered to her before she broke it, but it came crashing down on her afterwards.
The first night you come, yeah? Schmidt!
Nothing's changed.
Schmidt! You did not fasten the pews to the floor.
It's done.
You must oil the doors so they will not squeak in the mass.
It's done.
But the rail of the altar you did not fix.
Everything is done.
Well, why can't a woman be like us?
Oh, hello. Mr. Brewster Budgeon there? Boozy. Oh, Boozy, you'll never guess who this is. You're quite right. Yes, it is. Good heavens. By George, what a memory. How are you, Boozy? Nice to hear your voice. What? Oh, don't say that. Is it really 30 years? Good heavens. You're quite right. Yes, oceans of water. Listen, Boozy, I'll tell you why I rang up. Something rather unpleasant's happened this end. Could I come and see you? Well, I could, yes, now, straight away. Righto, good. Thank you. Goodbye, Boozy. Thank you very much.
Kid. Oh, kid, what a time for you to fall off the wagon. Look at your eyes.
What's wrong with my eyes?
Well, they're red. Bloodshot.
You ought to see him from my side.
We're counting on you, kid.
Thomas, you're dangerous to know.
Then don't know me.
I do know you.
I mean as a friend.
I am your friend. I wish I wasn't, but I am.
What's to be done then?
Give in?
I can't give in, Howard. Our friendship's more mutable than that.
Oh, the one fixed point in a world of turning friendship is that Thomas More will not give in.
To me, it has to be, for that's myself. Affection goes as deep in me as you, I think. But only God is love right through, Howard. And that's my self.
And who are you? A lawyer and a lawyer's son.
Got a name, boy?
Virgil Tibbs.
Virgil. Well, I don't think we're going to have any trouble, are we, Virgil?
No trouble at all.
The operation.
Operation?
Yes.
I made it?
Yes.
I made it! I made it! I made it! I made it! I made it!
I'm behind my back.
Well, a fella that carries a big bore Sharp's carbine might come in handy. If we get jumped by elephants or buffalo or something.
We don't need him. Got everything ready?
All but the grub.
I reckon I must have the wrong man. Do you let little girls hoorah you, Cogburn?
Would you mind repeating that, Jaybird?
Popeyes here. Get your hands on your heads. Get off the bar and get on the wall. Come on, move. Move. Come on, sweetheart, move. Come on, move out. All right, come on. And face the window. Move. Face the wall. Turn around there. Turn around. Move.
That I cannot do. I'll give you anything you ask. We've known each other many years, but this is the first time you ever came to the council of the house.
How's the Dragon Lady?
I sent Dusty to cover my appointments. I just wanted to tell you, Harry. I'm sorry.
Everybody misses.
Not professionals.
Oh, yeah, professionals, too. Quarterbacks get knocked down, nurses get knocked up. Somebody invented the edsel. Everybody misses.
You taking any of these drugs? LSD? Psilocybin? Heroin? You're a good boy, Norman.
Chiswick, you're voluntary?
Mm-hmm.
Scanlon? Billy, for Christ's sakes, you must be committed, right? No.
The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out.
I play the guitar in the middle of the night whenever I cannot sleep, and I meditate every morning, complete with chanting and burning incense, so if you've got to walk around, I'd appreciate a little tiptoeing. Also, I sleep in the nude. A buffo. Winter and summer, rain or snow, with the windows open. And because I may have to go to the potty or to the fridge in the middle of the night, and because I don't want to put on jammies, which I do not own in the first place, unless you're looking for a quick thrill or your daughter in advanced education, I would keep my door closed. Them's my rules and regulations. How does that grab you?
And when you get over there, it's a totally different situation. I mean, you grow up real quick because all you're seeing is a lot of death.
There's a lot of things I didn't understand. There's a lot of things I'd do different if I could. Just like I think there's a lot of things you wish you could change, but we can't. Some things, once they're done, can't be undone. My wife, my ex-wife, says that she loves Billy, and I believe she does. But I don't think that's the issue here.
He got out of line, I slapped him around, Tommy straightened it all out, and it's all over.
You give me that look, Joey. I gotta accept your answer, you know. But I'm telling you now, if I hear anything, I swear on our mother, I'm gonna kill somebody. I'm gonna kill somebody, Joey.
Well, go ahead and kill everybody. You're a tough guy, go kill people. Kill Vicky, kill Salvi, kill Tommy.
Let us begin
by being clear about General Smuts' new law. All Indians must now be fingerprinted, like criminals, men and women. No marriage other than a Christian marriage is considered valid. Under this act, our wives and mothers are whores, and every man here is a bastard.
I was almost killed once in a car accident. I was drunk, and I ran on the side of the road, and I turned over 4 times. And they took me out of that car for dead, but I lived. And I prayed last night to know why. I lived and she died, but I got no answer to my prayers.
On the page, it looked nothing. The beginning simple, almost comic. Just a pulse, bassoons, basset horns, like a rusty squeeze box. And then, suddenly, high above it, an oboe.
At least the movies. Yeah, whenever I go to sleep, I'll probably be thinking of you and your crazy movies. Whenever I see bonbons, I'll be thinking of you. Valentine, there's something I'd like to ask you that you've never done, although we've done much more.
How come you don't play pool anymore?
I quit. Actually, somebody retired me. Sometimes you get in with the wrong kind of people, you know. But hey, that was a long time ago. Back east, dead and buried, I don't even think about it. I won my share of medals.
Hey, don't you ever feel like picking it up again? I mean, you're always around those pool halls, you know, you see these guys.
Nah, I'm too old. My wheels are shot.
Public's out there throwing darts at a board sport.
I don't throw darts at a board. I bet on sure things. Read Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Every battle is won before it's ever fought. Think about it.
Of course, I'm an excellent driver.
You know how to drive?
Yeah.
Raymond! You never touch the steering wheel when I'm driving. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Of course, I don't have my underwear.
What?
Your plan's not working, Christy. Wait till it goes up the hill.
And then I called Deborah Knowles. Well, I mean, it's stable and it's profitable. Can anyone really believe if I was trying to murder my wife that I would spend an hour going over a tedious set of figures? After the call, I passed through the bedroom again. I remember it was freezing. By this time, Sonny was certainly not in bed, and I heard water running in the bathroom.
People will say we're in love. Anthrax Island. That was an especially nice touch, Clarice. Yours? Yes. Yeah. That was good. Pity about poor Catherine, though. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock.
No, I don't think I will.
Mr. Slade.
This is such a crock of shit.
Please watch your language, Mr. Slade. You are in the Baird School, not a barracks. Mr. Sims, I will give you one final opportunity to speak on.
Mr. Sims doesn't want it. He doesn't need to be labeled still worthy of being a Baird man. What the hell is that? What is your motto here? Boys, inform on your classmates, save your hide. Anything short of that, we're gonna burn you at the stake?
Excuse me. Am I being fired?
Let me put it this way, Andy. Your place in the future of this firm is no longer secure.
We feel it isn't fair to keep you here when your prospects are limited. And now, I don't want to rush you out of here.
We've got a committee meeting.
Wait, excuse me, Charles. With all due respect, this is preposterous. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, you're right, Beckett. You don't have an attitude problem.
Take it easy, Walter.
If you had lost confidence in me, why'd you give me the Highline suit?
Hey, Forrest. Were you scared in Vietnam?
Yes. Why? I don't know. Sometimes it would stop raining long enough for the stars to come out. And then it was nice.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty scary, too.
Did you have a lot of damage?
Just a little bit.
Are you desirable? Are you irresistible? Maybe if you drank bourbon with me, it would help. Maybe if you kissed me and I could taste the sting in your mouth, it would help. If you drank bourbon with me naked, if you smelled of bourbon as you fucked me, it would help. It would increase my esteem for you. If you poured bourbon onto your naked body and said to me, drink this. If you spread your legs and you had bourbon dripping.
Hey, baby, what about a chew?
Sure, baby, sure, no worries, no worries.
Bravo, bravo, encore. Oh, sock it to us, Liberace.
That's enough.
They left.
Yeah, what do you know? Brian says he doesn't care how long you've been coming. You ever act like this again, you're barred for life. I'm gonna miss the excitement, but I'll handle it.
3 eggs over easy, 2 sausage, 6 strips of bacon with fries.
Fries today.
A short stack, coffee with cream and sweetener.
You're gonna die soon with that diet, you know that.
Now, we're all gonna die soon. I will, you will, and it sure sounds like your son will.
What did he say? He wants somebody who speaks their language. He's going to explain the camp rules. You speak German? No? Alles hören, ich sage das nur einmal. The game starts now. If you're here, you're in. If not, you're out.
Your father and I were just discussing his day at work. Why don't you tell our daughter about it, honey?
Janie, today I quit my job. And then I told my boss to go fuck himself, and then I blackmailed him for almost $60,000. Pass the asparagus.
Your father seems to think this kind of behavior is something to be proud of.
And your mother seems to prefer that I go through life like a fucking prisoner while she keeps my dick in a mason jar under the sink.
You will remove your helmet and tell me your name.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the North, general of the Felix Legions, loyal servant to the true emperor, Marcus Aurelius.
It's like that. Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you did. Hey, Jay! Hey! Jay! 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 Come back here! Jay! You disloyal, fool-ass, bitch-made punk. Jay! I need my money! Jake! Oh, you motherfuckers.
my daughter in there! Is she in there?
Hey!
Is she in there?
Hey, take it easy. That's the father. Hey, take it
My
easy.
daughter in there! Motherfucker! Is that my daughter in there? Look at my eyes! Is she in there? Get off me, son! Is that my daughter in there? Is that my daughter in there? No!
Got a song. It's called The Mess Around.
The Mess Around. Cute title. Who wrote it?
I did.
Ah, you wrote it.
Yeah.
Well, sing it to me, man.
Sing it?
Yeah. It ain't like I could read the lyrics.
Okay. Well, it's key of G.
Okay. Key of G.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's a kind of Pete Johnson thing.
Pete Johnson.
Yeah, that's it.
You like that? Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. 2, 3,
You can talk about the pit.
And he said, I feel like you're spiting me. Do you think I took this job to spite you? I was writing the script as they were filming. All that time in Italy, and I worked like mad all day long and then dashed down to the bar around midnight to end in the next day's scenes. And Humphrey had just about moved into the hotel bar.
And I want to promise you, this will be a government of action, not of words. We will build new schools.
Yes.
Thank you for coming, Brother Daniel.
Thank you, Eli.
We have a sinner with us here who wishes for salvation. Daniel, are you a sinner?
Yes.
Oh, the Lord can hear you, Daniel.
I'm Harvey.
Okay, Harvey.
Today's my birthday. No, it actually is my birthday at midnight.
Really?
And believe it or not, I don't have any plans. Some people took me out after work.
Oh, and that would be at, let me guess, Ma Bell or AT&T?
The Great American Insurance Company.
Yeah.
I'm part of that corporate establishment that, let me guess, you think is the cause of all the evil in the world from Vietnam to diaper rash.
That's out
Sevens with nothing to lose. This ain't no place for the weary kind. You know that song?
Strictly business. No personal nonsense.
Yes, I thought I made that clear in our interview.
Have you got the shilling you owe me?
No, I haven't.
Didn't think so.
Besides, you tricked me.
Physical exercises and tricks are important, but what you're asking will only deal with the surface of the problem.
Is that sufficient? No, as far as I see it, my husband has mechanical difficulties with his feet.
I've never seen the like of it before, what I've seen today. Never seen the like of it before.
You always knew that. What this was going to be. Intimate and...
You've tested positive for HIV, which is the virus that causes AIDS.
You fucking kidding me? Talking about that fucking rock cock sucking Hudson bullshit?
Mr. Woodruff, have you ever used intravenous drugs? Have you ever engaged in homosexual conduct?
Homo. You say homo?
Yeah.
That's what she said, isn't it? You fucking kidding me? I ain't no faggot, motherfucker. I don't even know.
Upstairs to check on the kids, and it's fucking freezing upstairs. But I can't use the central heat because it dries out Randy's sinuses and gives her really bad headaches. So I go downstairs and I put a fire in the fireplace. I sit down and watch TV, but there's no more beer. I'm still jumping around like a jackrabbit, so put a couple fire logs in the fire and just to warm up the house while I was gone.
Obtain the best conditions possible. Hitler will not insist on outrageous terms. He will know his own weaknesses. He will be reasonable.
When will the lesson be learned? When will the lesson be learned? How many more dictators must be wooed, appeased, good God, given him mixed privileges, before we learn? You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth!